Well, hello, Sagittarius. Hello, hello. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. Sagittarius, we're going to go ahead and just, this is going to be a general. And what we're going to do is we're going to see what's happening with you with these two cards. And then we're going to go straight to the tarot. I'd rather do the tarot because I can come off of a million things off of one card, but I'll be able to, hone in on what specifically could be going on with you. So we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. Let's see. Hey Ray. Hey cute OT. Hey Nina. Hey Soul. Hey Emmeline. Hey Elise. Hey guys. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's see what's coming out here for Sagittarius. Anointed hands. Now, the first card that's coming out here is Flower Moon. This is really nice because this represents the softness of life. And it doesn't matter. It does not mean that you have to be a divine feminine. It is a divine feminine energy. So it could be you, right? You tapping into the beauty of who you are. You tapping into that feminine energy, that softness, right? Because some of y'all like, baby, y'all watch that Tyler Perry movie and you feel like her, okay? Okay, I forgot the name of the movie, but that's what's going on here. And it, if you're divine masculine, this could be like the person that you're just adoring so much, right? It's just so soft, so feminine, so beautiful, that type of thing. And I definitely see with this energy, it's saying that there's going to be these sorrows that you have, that you've been just suffering from, that's going to be washed away. Now, I like this because it could be any kind of sorrow, right? Depends on what you've experienced. But that's what I see. Any seeds that you guys have been planting or trying to manifest, this would be a good time for it to happen. This is the reason why it's really good for you to focus on yourself, because you can see it in astrology when the person was actually planting the seeds a couple of months before time. And so I like the fact that it's saying whatever you're doing right now, it's about to manifest. If you continue with it, you're going to see things started to manifest. But this is work that you've already done. Okay. So I love that flower moon energy. Love it. You had waning moon as well. And with this one, it says, this is going to be a good time for you to surrender, to let go, move on, rest, recuperate, and let the universe take you exactly where you meant to go. Do not try to force anything. Don't try to force anything. Do I have to say that again? Don't try to force anything, and do not try to force anybody at all. Okay? You do not have to force anything to happen. You do not have to force anybody to do something that they don't want to do. Even if you think that it's the best interest of heart, like I have their best interest in heart. I know that, how they're feeling is not the best. Yes, I don't want them on these drugs. Yes, I don't want them to be out here in these streets and they can get hurt. Yes, I want to help them so much. I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that they're safe. And you want to know what this is saying? You're going to have to let that grip go. I know that it's brutal to say, but, I feel like sometimes even going after someone who doesn't necessarily want to be saved, or someone who doesn't want to see and accept the way that you view things, you're just going to have to look at it that way. And I can tell y'all for a fact that there is something that it's been hard for you guys to accept, because you're at the bottom of the deck. You guys had water element. And I mean, I'm talking about, you and your feelings about something. You may love someone so deeply and you hate to see the path that they're going down, whether it's even your children. We're not even talking about lovers, y'all. This could be anybody. For you, you have to start seeing these subtle changes in them before you actually really support them, because otherwise they're going to be like, Sagittarius will always be there. I don't have to change. And you got to learn how to trust your gut feeling, because you know for a fact that the universe has been telling you to stop doing it, that this person is taking advantage. then they're not really considering you. You guys are really psychic too at this point. I mean, I'm talking to Sagittarius, so it's not like it's like unheard of. Right now, the only person that could possibly have y'all beat is Taurus. Taurus is crazy with it. I wouldn't even think that this will be a Taurus thing since I started reading just recently, like within the past 6 months. Taurus psychic abilities is just off the chain. So just imagine if you have Taurus and Sagittarius in your chart, y'all are just like X-Men at this point. Y'all having a lot of dreams. There's going to be a lot of like psychic, insights coming towards you. And I mean like real powerful ones too. Y'all already know that like with me, I can see the future dealing with the world very clearly without cards. I don't know how I'm able to do that. I don't know where the hell that came from, but I'm able to do it without any issue, right? I need to be guided in personal readings because I need to be like honed in. I need to be like kind of squeezed in a little bit. Okay. For you guys, it's weird because it's like you guys are going to be able to like sense things and feel things, and you can see things. You're going to have these visions. Like I said before, y'all can just be sitting on the couch and all of a sudden something comes up in your mind. That is how this is going to be actually working for you as far as your psychic ability, which is going to be enhanced a lot for you. Okay. We're talking outside of normally being psychic. I mean, I'm talking about there's a spectrum here. Some of you guys are already at like level 8. I mean, some of you guys are going to be at like level 12 psychics. You get what I'm saying? Hello. Oh. Now, we're going to go ahead and get into the tarot. Of course, each row is going to be dealing with love, money, and then if it's something that I have to tell y'all about your, as far as spirituality or something that needs to be cleared up, we're going to talk about it. But let's start with your first row. This is going to be for Sagittarius. However it falls is how we're going to get it, okay? Whatever house it's in, that's the house we're going to do. That's what we're going to talk about. This is definitely dealing with the nurturing aspect here. Oh, wow. Ooh, 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 ooh. Some of you have been in a divine union. Some of you have been in a divine union. And with this Empress, is making me feel that some of you guys were like married or in a very heavy committed relationship. But that 7 of Pentacles almost went reverse. It was just sideways. Now, this is making me feel that like she's pregnant on both. Oh yeah, I see a baby here. Oh, I thought about that when I saw flower moon. Celebration, a celebration of what? The feminine. What does the feminine do? Babies, seeds planted. Babies. Yeah, Sagittarius, you and Taurus do have heavy baby energy. I think once before I did it like 3 years ago with Scorpio. You guys, it is definitely you. There is someone that you've been giving your heart and soul to here, Sagittarius. Because I see, how somebody can just beat you down. And I feel like, I don't know if this is a divine masculine that's doing this. I don't know if it's your boss that's doing this. People at your job that don't necessarily appreciate you, but you don't feel pretty. Some of you guys don't feel pretty within your body. Maybe you've gained weight, which is interesting because the flower moon talks about beauty. And it's like you need to get back to feeling comfortable, feeling secure about your body and yourself. A lot of you guys have been very dependent emotionally on somebody, and the universe is like, baby, we got to get up out of that. Some of you are definitely dealing with feminine issues. I'm just going to leave it like that because you guys already know I can name off a few, right? I don't know, this could be like fibroids or something. Other things as well. Hormonal issues. For the divine masculine, it could definitely have something to do with blood pressure or having something to do with the heart. Some of you guys are having teeth issues or something dealing with your gums. You might have to go to the dentist. I also see that some of you guys may be having migraines, some type of migraines that I see here. And the flower moon is saying, you gotta start taking care of yourself, okay? Like, don't keep pushing something aside. I think I may have told y'all that last week. I think that was y'all, but if I didn't, I'm just gonna tell you, come on now, gotta be a little bit more aggressive about your health. As far as money, let's get to that, because I've been kind of dragging my feet for telling you. You know how like you have a period in life where everything is going good, your money is going good, things just going good. Like, and this is not every Sag, because some of y'all are like, when was that? And I'm saying there are some Sages who were doing absolutely fantastic. They were doing amazing. And now they're at where some of you guys have always been. When it comes down to money, you're not able to grow your funds. You haven't been able to be comfortable with your finances. You may not have been able to be disciplined with the way you've been spending. You've been out of control with certain things. There's been a lack of control, maybe because you were in certain relationships or something like that. Like, I do see it. And so the Empress is like, baby, why are you so negligent? What are you doing to me? Because the Empress is you, male or female, it doesn't matter. It's you. And you have not been cocating yourself. You have not been flowering yourself. You have not been investing in you, is what this is basically saying. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is in the upright. This is letting me know you're going to work. You're going to be working hard. You're going to be working maybe a year or so or something like that. But baby, when it's time for you to receive that harvest, you're going to get it, because that Seven of Pentacles came in the upright. And your money is going to be amazing. You're going to be able to buy whatever you want to buy. But do you think that I'm just telling you this because I'm telling you this? Or have you looked at your astrology and you know what transits are going to tell you that that's what's going to happen? I don't know you like you know you, but I can see you and I can see what's going to happen here. But the universe is also trying to get you to pay attention to something. Pay attention to your health. Pay attention to your work. Stay focused on you. This is why I talked about the softness of things. Because you guys have been around people who have been very rigid. This is why I said, is this a boss? Is it a father? Is it a mother? Is it your children? And you have not been tended to properly? No one has looked after you, but you've been looking after everyone else, especially the divine feminine. The divine feminine is the one that sacrifices everything and for everybody, for herself, meaning she sacrifices everything for everybody else. We've talked about that plenty of times. Other people controlling you, what you say, how you feel, or have control issues. And again, someone has made you feel that you were ugly and that you were unwanted. And now the water element here is saying you're in your feelings, you're feeling sad, you're feeling down, you're feeling depressed. The only thing now that you have is just a dream. Everything that you ever dreamed of look like it's just falling through your fingers. Nothing is working out for you. This is how you're feeling. Your money ain't right. You got to wait for that to happen. You got to walk away from the love of your life, someone that you've been with for a long time. Here with the Seven of Pentacles, going to put all your time and energy in this mofo, and they still ain't giving you what you deserve. Yeah, I see all of that. But you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. Let's get to your second row. This is for Sagittarius. However it falls is how I'm going to say it. Oof. Oof. They eating y'all up. But you need to hear it. It's so funny because this one said, You are not even standing up for what you deserve. Spirit is like, how am I going to help you if you don't believe that you deserve what you deserve? How are you going to be praying to me talking about, oh, yeah, this is what I want, but then you don't believe that? You are undervaluing yourself. Now, I know for a fact that this is mostly in relationships because you feel this inadequacy. Because most of you guys, I can say just based off that flower moon, you probably don't even know what it feels like to be a lady because you haven't been with anyone that made you feel that way. You were with alpha presenting dominant divine masculines, only presenting. People who have been pretending to be something that you have always wanted, but made you feel weak, vulnerable, and low self-esteem. That's all they gave you. They have stalled all of your goals. They have taken you out of alignment. You have lost momentum and patience. You don't have any enthusiasm. You're not optimistic about the future at all. You take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back because you continue to hold on to somebody who ain't worth the damn. Here it talks about you gaining a self-worth, saying, I am enough. Listen, I just said that with this card, but how did that card come out there saying that? You see what it says? You are enough. Do you think that was a coincidence? Now, it may not be because of anybody in a romantic relationship. Some of you guys are still suffering from this due to a mother figure, because again, we're talking about the feminine energy. We're talking about the divine feminine. And we're saying where it starts, which is when you were a child at home, and some of you guys are trying to climb up out of that. If my mother does not find me valuable and I came out of her, then who else is going to find me valuable? She was an instrument to get you to be your greater self. You hear what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this because I don't know. I have a good mother, wasn't the best mother, but she had a horrible mother. And guess what she said? She ain't gonna stop me from doing nothing. And this was before she died, because that's how driven she was. And you guys cannot be living in the shadow of someone who ain't even here anymore, or who ain't gonna be here that long. Or someone who you've been laying up with, who you don't fell in love with, and now they have sucked all the energy up out of you. You were this vibrant individual, this blooming, blossoming flower, according to the flower moon. And now all of a sudden you are a thorn. You are smashed down, kicked down. You somewhere in the dirt. You don't know your head from your ass. You don't know if you should go to the shop today, or if you should go shopping tomorrow, or if you should stay at home and not go out with your friends because you don't feel like doing anything. They have completely beaten the life out of you. And some of it has been physical, by the way. You have a lack of focus. And this person's main goal was to get you up out of that, was to get you out of your focusing. The strength card here is in reverse, saying that you think that you're not strong enough to stand on your own. 9 of Pentacles, which is the independent card. You think you're not strong enough to be by yourself. Now, ain't that something? How is that? You came here by yourself. All the fights that you have fought from the time you were born, from the time you turned 18, you go back and look at that. You be like, damn, all the stuff that I went through, man, I went through all of this and you still here. Now, when it comes down to your money, I already told you that it's going to take a little bit of time. And then when you do get it, when it does happen for you, you're going to come back, and especially if you bookmark this, you're going to come back and hear what I said, because it is going to be on and popping. You're going to be able to buy whatever you want to buy, but that's real life. You may not be rich overnight, But if it's something that you are, like driven to do, or if it's a goal that you are working at, you will, according to the Seven of Pentacles, get the fruits of your labor. It will come to fruition. It will be ripened for you. But you got to get out of your own way. Okay? Because some of y'all are slowing down because you don't see things happening the way you want to see it, right? You're like, oh, I don't know. This is why it says, let go, move on, move out of your own way here with the waning moon. It's time for y'all to heal. Because again, that water element is like you're always in your feelings. Even if you don't cry, you're in your feelings about something. You got the Ten of Wands in the reverse. You got the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Hello. And you got the Four of Cups in the upright. We're going to talk about the Four of Cups because that's the only thing that y'all need to hear, because everything else was absolutely amazing. Ten of Swords in the reverse. Ten of Wands in the reverse. Five of Cups is in the reverse. Now, why is the Four of Cups here? Because that's where I talked about that unmotivated energy. A lot of y'all don't feel motivated. For whatever reason, you may feel motivated tomorrow. But remember, I said your cards show that you may be feeling motivated tomorrow, and then next week you're going to be in the dumps again. You got to try to figure a way to be more consistent when it comes down to your emotions. Because right now you are on an emotional roller coaster. And some of this ain't got nothing to do with nobody. This is just you. This is how you're feeling. Now, I do see you being able to let go of any kind of emotional baggage that you have. I do see that. But that's going to take time as well. A lot of you guys, you haven't, when was the last time you got hugged and kissed and then it had nothing to do with somebody trying to lay you down somewhere? Someone actually really hugged you and said, I love you, I love you. Some of you do have that support, but others you may not. Okay? Now, it says depression. I want to read it. Dissatisfaction. Weary. But I'm not going to beat a dead horse because we already talked about that. That was the only card that came in upright. But we already talked about that. Now, what is the resolution according to Spirit since we've been on here? It literally says a regeneration, a repair. You had moving on twice, by the way. You're about to make a comeback. I actually told this to somebody the other day. Was it y'all? Was it y'all? It literally says the comeback here. It's probably y'all, maybe not. But what does it say? Making a comeback. I love that. You want to know why? Because there are people literally who probably like, I thought that, like, what the hell is Sagittarius doing? They're supposed to be down for the count. Like, what the hell are they doing? Like, what are they doing? Don't let them see you until you actually are in your brand new Benz, your brand new AMG. Okay. Don't let them see you until you got like a husband or wife and kids, and they only see the aftermath of it. They only see it because somebody else done posted. You ain't even posted. And they're like, what? Oh yeah, it's that type of stuff. Okay. You do the work behind the scenes and you allow the universe to actually aid you while, when you're coming to full term of where you really need to go. Okay. I love this energy. Regeneration, which is the same thing this waning moon said, because it said what? Rest and recuperation. You are healing your body. We already talked about that. Your body, but you got to pay attention to it. You can't be sitting up here saying how you're going to be healthy and whole, and you ain't even paying attention to your body. Okay. I'm too scared to go to the doctor. Go to the doctor. I don't see death here. Go to the doctor. Okay. Please. Because here it says what? You can change the outcome. The next one here with the Ten of Wands, what does it say? It literally says, get your priorities straight, which is what we talked about earlier when I said that you are not able to focus and you are going to be getting your priorities straight. And some things that you are carrying don't belong to you. I don't know why they're there. You need to release it. There it is again. Another word that talks about releasing. What does it say on this waning moon? Let go, move on, rest, recuperate. This one says readjust, release, reduce. Stop making excuses to hold on to things that are just extremely that's overpowering you. I was about to say something else. No, baby, this is overtaking you. This is overtaking you. But I don't have any hope. I don't know what I'm going to do. The universe is saying, I got this. I got this. This is why the universe told you with the second card, let me take it from here. Isn't this what this says? Let me take it from here. Let fate take its course. Universe is saying, I got it from here. I got it from here. Just do what you need to do. Okay? If other people got to help you, let other people help you, and don't be afraid to ask that. Okay? But it talks about prioritizing. That's what you need to do. Prioritize. But you want to know the first thing that must be done before you even start any action, before anything starts, is what? You need to learn to accept change. You need to learn that, you know what, before things even start to change, you have to accept that they need to change, and you have to accept that it must change. Acceptance. You get what I'm saying? Acceptance. Now, we're about to get messy. This is for Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and see what's going to come out here for Sagittarius. Y'all all look at this. Always got to have more than one card, but it didn't fall out that time. Fights, arguing all the time. You and this person are not on the same page. It is clash of personalities. I'm not talking about just your love, but this is a love day. Remember when I said that you are suffering from the sense of inadequacy? Yeah, it makes sense because there's someone who feels like that they can box you. Whether they want to fight you with their fists or fight you with their words, beating you down to powder, right? We just talked about it, right? Arguing all the time. What do I always say? And there's people out here, which is hilarious because I see y'all in the comment section. Y'all already know I ain't arguing with nobody. It's either this or it could be a little bit of that, but it is not going to be that over there. One thing I am not going to do is going to be arguing my point when I know for a fact that my point is valid. I'm not about to argue with you to be with me because that ain't going to happen. If you don't want to be with me, you ain't got to be with me. You want to be with somebody else? That part, you've already made up your mind. I wish I would. Do not call my phone. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to fight with you. I'm not about to be talking with you on the phone so you can stream me along. It ain't going to happen. And I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm not saying it. Baby, you think that I'm sitting up here saying it's easy and I'm saying all of this, and I'll be like sitting up there shedding a few little tears. I may do that, but you ain't going to get one over me. Y'all already know my personality. I'm not arguing with nobody. That ain't going to happen. Now, some of y'all are literally in a battle with people. Some of y'all are literally going toe-to-toe with somebody. Or at constant fights because you're like, why would you just love me? Baby, they ain't loving themselves. You're trying to get them to love on you and they don't even like who they are. Like, what are we talking about? Okay? They don't even like them. Now, see, now they don't fault you so much. Now they have regrets. You see, when you stand 10 toes, it gives them a little time to think. Because see, again, you're adding too much chatter in their mind when you're going back and forth. You say, no, this is what it is. Hang up the phone, do what you got to do, and give them time to reflect. You ain't got to be having them sitting there with all the chatter and all of that. You don't have to be beatboxing, baby. Okay, it is what it is. They know what they did. The reason why the card says they feel guilty. These are the same mofos who either A, went out there in these streets with dealing with somebody else unprotected, who done got somebody else pregnant, who could have gave you something that you didn't want, and they're like, oh my God. Are they regretting because they got caught because of that? Or are they regretting because they should have never done it? You see what I'm saying? Now they got regrets. Oh Lord, what did I do? I done messed it up with Sagittarius. Okay. Last one. And just like that, and just like that, the universe is like, that's okay. Remember, I told you you're going to regenerate. Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell you that? I said, the only thing that you need to do is readjust, release, reduce the stress and the stressors, get your priorities together, and guess what will happen? This right here. There's going to be someone in here that's going to come in here that's going to really love your ass. The complete opposite of the other person who, if I got time for you, I got time for you. They were only here for their own personal benefits. Okay. Sagittarius, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you are interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below in the description box. If you have Taurus in your chart, I will be doing Taurus live. Capricorn is already done, which will be posted. And then I have other videos that I've already done, which we post a little bit later on tonight. I love you guys. I'll see you on Taurus video if you guys have that in your chart. See you in about 2 minutes. Bye.